Well, just another little update on the project here. Didn't get a chance to do one last weekend. Sorry about that, but just time got away from me and I didn't get a chance. But what I've been doing over the last couple weeks is I have pulled out the entire dash, as you can see here, and getting ready to put the GT500 dash in. And before I do that, replace all of the wiring harness in the body here. So I'm doing that. So I got the seats out, as you can see, and got the back seats out, front seat out, and pulled the dash out. And then, like I said, what I'm going to do is I should be prepped now to see. We can go around the back here. And got everything out of the back here too. So I should pretty much be ready now to start pulling the wiring harness out and pulling the wiring harness out of this and grabbing the GT500 wiring harness put in, and then once that's in, look at getting the dash back in. The transmission of the GT500 is about ready to go. I have it on a pallet and is ready to be shipped out hopefully on Tuesday to RPM Transmissions for them to rebuild it and strengthen it up to be able to handle the horsepower that's going to be putting down. I got the 373 gears in, and those went to Dan at DCA. And he should be finishing up the rear end here, hopefully, maybe this week even, getting the 373 gears in there and whatnot. So a couple things I've decided, or have unfortunately kind of come to realization, is some of the parts that I'm looking at putting in and stuff and doing to retrieve the horsepower that I'm looking for are costing a little bit more than I had initially anticipated, and so my budget that I had is going to not quite be enough. So what I'm going to end up doing, I think, is doing this in stages. So I'm going to try and upgrade the transmission, the clutch, some of that stuff that's basically inside of it, and then probably we still use the factory blower, supercharger for now, some of that kind of stuff. And I'm still going to try and have the heads ported, see if I have enough to do the cams at this time also. Basically things that I don't want to have to take the engine out and take it apart again, so trying to do as much as I can with my budget for right now. And then things like the return style fuel system, the bigger fuel rails, the bigger fuel line to run E85, the bigger blower from VMP, the Gen 3, stuff like that is probably going to have to wait till maybe next fall or over the wintertime next year, when I have saved up and can do the rest of that stuff. We'll see. I would also like to be able to get in the lost my train of thought there. Some of the stuff from Stifler's for the strengthening of the chassis and the tubular K-member, and to lower the engine a little bit to be able to get the Gen 3 blower in and stuff like that. So hoping to do that, some of that kind of stuff. We'll see how much, like I said, I can get done with the budget that I am working with. Like I said, I had money saved up, but had an investment go bad, and so that kind of shrunk my budget a little bit. And like I said, some of the parts that I'm using or I'm going to use kind of changed my mind on some of them, and some of them turned out to be, the other ones turned out to be a little bit more expensive than what I was anticipating. So hopefully we'll see what we do, but this may end up being a 2 or 3 stage process to get us to the final horsepower numbers that we're looking for. So that's where we are at. And here you can see there's my big pile of all the interior pieces that I pulled out over the last couple weeks. So that's kind of where we're at. So just wanted to kind of give a quick update there and go from there. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.